We are massively underselling New England this year. I'll tell you why. They do things a certain way. You do things a certain way. We're all creatures of habit. But Belichick, for 20 years, has done things a certain way. And then last year, they didn't. Brady left. They were caught off guard. They went and got Cam. No camp, no games. He gets COVID. There's 8 opt-outs. And Cam's style really isn't New England style. We said it's an interesting fit. And so for the first time in 20 years, New England didn't do things the way they do things. Last year, COVID, no camp, Cam late. He's a different quarterback. They adjusted to it. Cam and the Patriots adjusted to it. They didn't do things the way they do things. When you think of New England's offense, what do you think about? Efficiency. Not Cam's thing. High completion rate. That's not really Cam's thing. No turnovers, rarely penalized, great situational football. That was Brady. That's not necessarily Cam. Cam's more of a playmaker. Gives you some upside. Big over-the-top stuff. It's not what they do. So last year, Cam had to fit into New England's offense. Weird. And New England had to fit into Cam's style. Weird. Mac Jones is their style. Accurate, efficient, no turnovers. And there's two things that's really interesting. We spend so much time on this show and other shows, and there's a reason why we do it, talking about quarterbacks. But when doesn't the quarterback matter nearly as much? When a football team has two things, the quarterback is less crucial. Do you have a top 1 or 2 offensive line in the league? And are you a top 3 run production team? And I'll give you an example. Let's go back 5-6 years. 2015, Cam Newton. Number 1 rushing team in the league. Top 2 offensive line ranking. 15-1. The following year, Cowboys, rookie Dak Prescott. Number 1 rated O-line. Zeke comes into the league, fresh legs. Number 1 rushing team. 13-3. Let's go to the following year, 2017. Eagles, number 1 rated offensive line. Top 3 running team, number 3. Won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles at the end. Let's go to 2018. The Rams, top 2 offensive line. Todd Gurley, number 3 in rushing. Went to the Super Bowl, 13-3. 2019, 49ers. Remember that 49er team? Number 2 in rushing. Most rushing touchdowns. Top offensive line. Got to the Super Bowl. Last year, number 1 rated offensive line. Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Top rushing team. They were, let me see here, 3rd in rushing, number 2 in offensive line. Now, look at the quarterbacks on that. Inconsistent Cam, rookie Dak, Nick Foles, career backup, hot and cold Jared Goff, often injured Jimmy Garoppolo, and, the polarizing Baker Mayfield. That's not exactly Staubach and Aikman. That's not exactly Mahomes and Allen. Brady Manning. If you have a great O-line, and this is New England's best offensive line I can recall, if you're highly productive running the football, top 3, this is the deepest running back group, did you watch the preseason, we've seen from New England. Simply put, Mac Jones is not that crucial. New England and Cam, it was a weird fit. We all admit it. It was a Band-Aid. They kind of made it work. He was coachable. They coached him up. It kind of worked. It's not who they are. I mean, let's be honest. For you accountants watching the show, you don't take your shirt off and dance in the midnight rain. You could do it. It'd be fun. You and your wife are in Acapulco. That's not who you are. And for you people that like to have fun, you don't go to bed at 8:15. But occasionally you've done it. You're tired. You're worn out. That's not who you are. Last year, that's not who they are. This year, it's who they are. And the quarterback, Mac Jones, is not that crucial. So I make 2 amendments. I've already made 1. This is not official yet, but I did it this morning. I have New England with 2 more wins than I proposed. We are underselling them from 10-7 to 12-5. Don't love all the noise around Miami, but I still think Miami's a very good football team. This will be part of my new amendment next week. All right, so let's go to this story. Brian Flores said yesterday, he told the team that Tua is our quarterback. So we all know something to be true. I've been in this business a long time, so has Joy. When a company or a business is going to do something and it's perceived as controversial, here's what they do. And I know because I've benefited from this more than once. They call the media, they leak the story to see how it plays. I saw something a couple of weeks ago where a Barstool and baseball were going to have a deal. Got leaked for a couple days, a lot of pushback. Suddenly no deal. Not saying it won't happen, but somebody in baseball leaked that. How's it going to play? Right? Because that company seen is kind of outspoken and controversial, right? It's the way the game works. So here's what happened with Miami. Miami made a run at Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's camp is trying to save him, make him look important and big. They leak it. Miami backs off and says, we're not going to implode the season. We'll go with Tua. I'm not blaming the Dolphins. I would go with Tua too. I think Miami, with this coach and these special teams and this defense, can win double-digit games and make the playoffs. I have them in the playoffs. At least I did until about 5 minutes ago. So, but this is what happens. This is a controversial signing. So clearly, Miami made a run at him. Clearly, somebody in the Watson camp leaked it. There'd be no value for Miami to leak this story. Miami doesn't want this thing out there. It leaks from the Deshaun Watson camp, an agent, people close to him. By the way, 5 different teams leaked. Why? Because Deshaun Watson's camp is trying to save his bacon and this not to be a lost year. They want it out there. The perception is, oh, he's hot property. Everybody wants him. You guys better get in, get your bids in. And Miami's like, damn it, we're out. And I don't think it's a bad move. But now this is why I said this in the draft. Back in March, I said this. This is a very good quarterback group. There's 5 legitimate quarterbacks. I didn't love all of them, but there's 5 guys that can play. I didn't even love Mac Jones, but I said, right fit, New England, he'll win games. And they were close to the top of the draft. I said, go get a quarterback. Because what's going to happen now? New England's going to get one of those quarterbacks. They did Mac Jones. Buffalo's got Josh Allen. The Jets got one. Say what you will, but Zach Wilson's talented. And now this morning I can make the argument you're the one team that's not satisfied with your quarterback. And next year there's 2 great prospects. There could be other ones, but 2 great quarterbacks. They'll both be gone in the top 4. And Miami's way too good to get back up there. So I don't think they're done pursuing Deshaun Watson. In fact, a reporter I trust at another network said something on the air today that, this is not done. It's done now. But that's the story. That's why you have all this movement. They made a run at Watson. It got leaked. They don't want to implode the season. And for now, they shut it down. But don't kid yourself. Be warned if you're an NFL team. If you get into the interested in Deshaun Watson camp, it'll get leaked. Because his group and his people, they're trying to save his career. And so they're trying to drum up interest. Everybody wants him. I swear to God, the other day, it was like 7 teams were listed. That's funny. They all leaked. Stuff leaks when one of the camp wants it leaked. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.